And Trey for Cedar Hill and for Mesquite coming in. Mesquite, not a lot to play for Cedar Hill, a lot on the line tonight.
Exactly. Tonight, with things breaking the right way, they can secure a playoff spot. If they win and Lancaster loses across town, they will have secured one of the coveted 4 playoff spots that 6A offers up. So it'll be a big test for them to see if they can get enough offense, because we know most of their stuff.
For Cedar Hill, and we are underway here in District 11 6A, and it's going to be a kickoff out of bounds and a penalty right off out of that first opening gun. Jalen Brewster and Jaron Allen, who were there, providing the penetration. No backs here. There's 5 receivers, 4 to the right, and it will be a quarterback run. You're going to see a lot of that, but Cedar Hill is there, and the tackle is made here on the opening possession. Where to pass, looking for help, and he's going to go deep down the sideline into one-on-one coverage, and it's got, and it's Markel Ford. Just prayer thrown up by yard line. Ware going to try and run the football between the tackles, and the horns are there. Jalen Brewster, the first one into the backfield. And it'll be another, call it about 11 yards. Still at that 45-yard line. In fact, they might have just said 2nd and 10. There's no gain on the play. Man in motion. They will hand it off to Cameron Williams, and he goes nowhere. So Cedar Hill strong in that middle right now. Just the one big play, the reason this drive still passing yards. See what they do on 3rd and 11. It was a prayer to Ford that was answered last time. And looking that way again, Ford slipped, and the ball sails out of bounds. As I'm not sure that pass would have been on target, but with Ford hitting the deck, it is 4th down. So the punt on the way, and back to return this one for Cedar Hill is Trenton Jones. Makes one man miss, now a second. And well, this is an impressive run. He's going to lose the football, but it's out of bounds. He's going to get up to the 28-yard line, and he looked dead to rights, but he was able to push forward. And in a quiet offensive couple of weeks for this Horns squad, just 9 points in their last 2 games. 2nd down, they hand to Carter. He's got a hole, and he's off to the races. Nobody will catch him. Touchdown, Cedar Hill. From 70 out to the house, and it's 6-0.
Horns right there.
It is Kian Adello out to attempt the extra point. He is 26 of 27 this year, and Cedar quickly, and boy, that is a breath of fresh air after the struggles they've had the last 2 weeks, of course, going up against the likes of Waxahachie and DeSoto. Adello kicks this one deep, and back to return it for the Jags, and a little bit of trickery. It's an end around on the kickoff, and down the sideline goes Abu Kamara. He's finally pushed out of bounds. With 8:08 on the clock at the 25-yard line. Back to throw on 1st down is Ware, and he's going to go nowhere as he is tracked down by Jalen Price, and he picks up the sack. 5 on the Cedar Hill 25-yard line. Ware looking right, goes out of the backfield, and he overthrows his man Williams in the flat. Wouldn't have had a whole lot there, run after the catch, so it's 3rd down and long to the 15 for a 1st down. Cedar Hill showing a linebacker coming. They'll drop him back in coverage, but the line gets through. Ware's going to take off. He can do this in open field. Great tackle made for a 4th down coming up for Mesquite Horn, as that looked to be Johnny Miles. 4th down play, rush coming, here comes the throw to the end zone, and it's caught! Markel Ford with the touchdown catch on 4th down and long, and Mesquite Horn answers with a touchdown of their own.
Nice job right there by Dante Ware with the throw there by Markel Ford.
Well, it seems like the idea is when you are in trouble, just lob it up to Ford and see what happens. The extra point on the way and good. It's Norjan Gonzalez who knocks it through. And just like that, Mesquite Horn answers with a touchdown drive of their own, capped off by a 30-yard touchdown pass. Down the sideline and nearly breaking free was Jalen Williams on the return. And so Cedar Hill answers with some special teams magic of their own. Our big Waxahachie fans tonight. Muhammad rolls to his right and throws an interception. Picked off by Keyshawn Warner, who's going to try and take it back. He's still on his feet. Cuts back at the 35, but he makes a tremendous catch. The senior linebacker forces the turnover, and Mesquite Horn takes over. Fourth pick of the season from Muhammad. Dante Ware on first down. He's in some trouble. He's got Desmond Manuel, and he escapes, but he's met in the backfield by both Jalen Brewster and Keyshawn Warner. 4 receivers up to the left. There's only 3 Horn defenders on that side. There could be something there, but Ware's going to try and run it. He's going to get to the 25, trying to make some miss to the 20 and a first down. Dante Ware, for the first time, able to find a little bit of... They're going to send a ton. The throw to the left side, one-on-one coverage. The catch is made and a touchdown. Kai Furch.
Really nice job on the fade route to the back corner of the end zone there. Furch did a great job holding his hand.
Previous third down play earlier in the drive. Extra point on the way, and the kick is good. And with 1:43 left here in the first quarter, it is Mesquite Horn on top in the first quarter, as they took an interception and turned it into points, as this kickoff bounces over Jalen Williams' head, and Trenton Jones will try to make something happen, and he will not be able to. Cedar Hill got it deep into Mesquite Horn territory their last kickoff in a shutout against Waxahachie a couple weeks ago, and then 46-9 to DeSoto. They go to Trenton Jones on the end around that jet sweep, and he's not able to break it. Maybe a yard and a half. And right now it's Jaden Mitchell, who is taking the snaps from center. In the shotgun, a high snap. Mitchell will hand it off to Jalen Williams. And he's going to fight forward to the 30. And that offensive line giving him a couple extra yards. No whistle. They let that scrum go for a while, and it ends up helping Cedar Hill. And I think they're going to get the first down, or at least close to it, with the aid of his big lineman. And he's going to toss it here to Jules Carter. Trying to get that edge. He's able to make one man miss and get close to the 40-yard line. And that's another solid run on first down for Cedar Hill. That's been a positive.
Yes.
Now the 25-yard line. They're going to go trickery and a halfback pass. Down the field, a man's open, and it is caught. Santana Carrizosa makes the play on the throw from Kai Furch. And Mesquite Horn is in their bag tonight. They've got a huge strike. They're doing that right now. Their 4th drive of the game, looking for their 3rd touchdown. Ware with an empty backfield. Tries to run. Now fires on a quick strike to the sideline. The pass is caught and out of bounds after the catch from... They're at the 16-yard line. Ware fakes the draw, then throws it up over the top just to kind of escape the pressure. There was nothing there as he had a man right in his grill. It'll be 4th.
Get up 2 scores.
It'll be about a 33-yard field goal from the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way, and good. Plenty of distance from Gonzalez, and that puts Mesquite Horn on top by a score of 17-7. 17-7 is our scores. Mesquite Horn kicks it off to Cedar Hill after that 33-yard field goal. And Trenton Jones is able to find a little bit of space, and now he's got a chance. He's at the 50. Down the sideline, he got a block. And Trenton Jones to the house. Touchdown, Cedar Hill.
That's the way to respond if you're a Cedar Hill Longhorns fan right there. The offense has struggled a little bit. A couple of different turnovers.
Point game. Adelu's extra point is up and good. And just like that, Cedar Hill responds to the field goal with a kickoff return for a touchdown. from Trenton Jones, 17-14 with 10:50 left in the second quarter. This is a Champion Sports production of Cedar Hill Longhorns football on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. Kickoff return for a touchdown from Trenton Jones. That's his second special teams touchdown this season. He's also returned a punt. And Cedar Hill's going to go pooch kick. And tackle is made rather quickly by Zane Good, and it'll be Mesquite Horn who starts inside their own 40-yard line.
Really good job right there by Zane, coming down fast. And
against Cedar Hill here tonight. First down pass, it's caught by Markel Ford, and now in a one-on-one battle, he is brought down. It's Travis Green who makes the play
the Jaguars right here. So they've got 2 chances to pick up the 1.5 to 2 that they need.
Third down, officially 2. Ware's going to roll to his right. He's got a ton of space. To the 20-yard line. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him. Dante Ware, did he tightrope the sideline? He did not. He stepped out. He stepped out. High snap, Ware over the middle, finds his big tight end for a touchdown. C.J. Jones, 6'3" senior, makes the play, and that's the third touchdown.
So the tight end was able to slip into that gap right there. Quick throw, boom, right on the money, touchdown for Mesquite Horn.
Extra point is up and good, and Mesquite Horn, with 8:11 left in the first half, they've reestablished a 10-point lead, 24, a 10-point advantage for the Jaguars. It's now actually 14-0 Waxahachie. Last time Cedar Hill got the ball on the kickoff, they took it back 95 yards. They're not going to let them do it this time, as Trenton Jones will watch it roll out of bounds, and Mesquite Horn would rather start with that kickoff out of bounds than seeing Jones celebrating in the end zone, and so Cedar Hill 5-yard line. And on first down, that ball hits the turf. It ends up into the hands of Jules Carter. Could have been a big problem, but Carter pushes forward up to the 45-yard line.
Yes, Jules Carter was lined up to take the snap.
Left in the first half. Mohammed will hand it off to Williams to the right side. He was able to get to the corner, but then he had some Jaguars waiting on him and pushed out of bounds. Malachi Youngblood leading that defensive charge.
Yeah, really nice hit by Young.
2 receivers and a tight end. Muhammad rolls left, and he's going to throw it down that left sideline. It's Trenton Jones in a one-on-one, and the pass is intercepted. And is that Youngblood again? It is.
It is.
Malachi Youngblood makes the play, picks it off, and Mesquite Horn gets the football back, already up 10. Harm, no foul, 3rd and 6 from the 50. You got Furch one-on-one at the bottom, and then Ford on the top. They're going to go to Ford on the comeback, and he's got the first down. And he puts his head down, runs right through Travis Green. And Martin with 2:12 left in the second quarter. They hand it off, bouncing outside. Cameron Williams, and he gets some space into the second level. Inside the 10-yard line. He looked dead to rights, but kept the legs churning. The 4 on 4th and goal. Man in motion. Ware to his right. Now looking for space. Fires to the end zone, and it's incomplete. There's a lot of contact from both players there going for the football. There's no flag, and the Horns get a big stop.
Yes, the refs were definitely let him play along the back end of the end zone there. I'm okay with that. There was contact, but
I've started either way. No timeouts on the board, and you're at 47 seconds left in the first half, and a busted play. Omowale Muhammad is going to end up falling at the 15-yard line, and it'll be missing 11. 38 seconds left after that timeout from Mesquite Horn. They will hand it off to Jules Carter. No home run there, as he is dragged down. Seconds tick off. Now you're under 10 seconds, and they will throw to the far side, and that's going to be the last play of the first half. as it would have been a second down and about 3, but instead the clock hits triple zeros, and we will go to our halftime break. Mesquite Horn with a surprise first half. They've got a 24-14 lead over the Cedar Hill. Longhorn Cedar Hill needing a win to go along with a Lancaster loss, and they can clinch a spot in the 6A playoffs. Halftime is coming up. We'll rejoin momentarily before the start of the second half, get you caught up on stats and get you ready for the second half of play. But you've been watching a Champion Sports production of Cedar Hill Longhorns football on Dave Campbell's Texan Live. And welcome back to Longhorn Stadium as the Cedar Hill Longhorns and the Mesquite Horn Jaguars getting set for the start of the third quarter. And we talked about how important this game was for Cedar Hill. With a win and a Lancaster loss, they're in the playoffs, and they've got some work to do here. Down 10 points. Mesquite Horn really came out through some haymakers there in the first half.
They really did. They opened up the offense per what the stats showed in the stat sheet, because Markel Ford came into the season with only 5 receptions and 137 yards, and he's got 3 catches for 80 yards probably tonight. Thank you for pulling up the stats for me.
4 for 73 officially.
4 for 73. I was pretty close. And a touchdown. And at the beginning of the game, it was, I don't know what to do with the ball, so I'm going to just heave it up to him. And then they worked off of that. Cedar Hill changed their defense. They kind of brought a safety over to
first half, the majority of that coming on a 70-yard touchdown, as Horn will kick it off, and Cedar Hill will get the football to start the second half, and they're going to have at least great field position. A lot of room to run at the 50. There is a flag down at midfield. Still on his feet, it's Corbin Jones to the house. No, he's down at the 2. We'll check the flag back at the 50, but another huge special teams play for Cedar Hill if it stands. Need to get something going here in the second half. Muhammad will hand it off on first down to Jules Carter. He gets a couple of yards, and then he is shoved backwards. Keandre Sheffield leading the charge there.
To get guys either moving to the outside or guys in space and see if they can make that one-man miss.
Have a man in motion. It's Trenton Jones. They do give it to him on the jet sweep. He's got a big gain inside the 40-yard line. Jones had the kickoff return in the first. Muhammad, it's 3rd and 7. They'll give it to Jones on that sweep again, and he's got space again at the 20. Gets free to the end zone. Touchdown, Trenton Jones. His second score of the night, and Cedar Hill right back within a score. We'll send it down the field for Cedar Hill. Trying to pin them deep. They send the block. And Jervis able to get it away, and that ball takes a pretty neutral bounce. Just up and down, it'll die around the 15-yard line, so Cedar Hill is able to pin the Jaguars inside at their season average in terms of points. They average 25 a game. Wide receiver screen, pass is caught by the slot receiver, and he's going to get up to the 30-yard line. And a first down as Abu Kamara. 20 left in the third quarter. Furch in motion, and they'll hand it off on first down. Looking for some room. It's the backup running back that's in, Rodarius Wilson, his junior season, and he gets about 3 or 4. It'll be where to keep it. He is chased and dragged down in the backfield. Outstanding defensive play that is made for Cedar. Gonzalez back to punt. Cedar Hill's got a couple of returners back. One is Trenton Jones. The other is Corbin Jones. Both have had big returns. Corbin Jones's was called back momentarily just a few minutes ago. This ball is going to be taken by Jones. No, he dropped it. He drops the punt, and it's picked up by Horn. And Cedar Hill turns it over for the 4th time tonight. They had a +8 turnover advantage coming in this evening. That has been cut down to just +3. And now Ware's trying to go deep down the field, but Desmond Manuel has other ideas.
That was the big play they needed on defense right there. Great coverage in the secondary. Gave Manuel time to get there, and he was not.
Whereby is lonesome in the shotgun. Over the middle, pass incomplete, I think it skipped. We'll see what the official call is. I haven't seen one.
I haven't seen him call yet. I was with you and thought it skipped in, but...
I'm speaking of Corbin Jones. He comes up and stands at the 35. Low snap, it's bobbled, and somehow he gets the kick off. And it's a great roll for Mesquite Horn, and it's picked up at about the 7-yard line. How was that punt not blocked?
Really good job by the punter there to get that away. It was tipped.
With Williams in the backfield. It's Ware who will throw it. He finds his tight end who finds the corner of the end zone. C.J. Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And Mesquite Horn cashes in on the Cedar Hill mistake. Catches 2 touchdowns for C.J. Jones and a very important extra point from Norhan Gonzalez. It is on the way. It is good, and that officially makes it a 3-score game. With 4:50 left to play in the third quarter, it is Mesquite Horn 31 and the Cedar Hill Longhorns 14. And this kickoff from Mesquite Horn sails out of bounds. Cedar Hill will get the touchback to begin this possession in a game that feels completely different now. It's 31-14 look for Mesquite Horn. It's Trenton Jones by himself on the top. They're going to go to him on the quick curl, trying to make a man miss. He's close to the first down marker. And he's going to probably be about a yard short. And a flag that comes in late. Cedar Hill struck first, but it's been basically all Horn ever since. Omawale gets it to Caldwell, who's got the ball, and he's able to turn it upfield and get back to the 50-yard line. That's about where they were before the personal foul, so it'll be second
down mode, but they would love to be able to pick up a lot of yardage here to make fourth down easier if they can't pick up the first.
Soft coverage on the outside. Muhammad's going to throw it deep. Trenton Jones one-on-one, and it's incomplete. They tried to go for it all, and field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. This is a big kick. He's definitely got the leg to do it. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is on the way, it's drifting. Does it have enough? It is not on target. It, from our angle, looked like he had a chance to sneak it in, but he pulls it to the left, and a point lead and the football. Be a huge time for that Cedar Hill defense to get back to their turnover ways. Play action on first down, and Ware is smashed as he runs into a wall known as Jalen Brewster on first down.
Up 50 yards of territory.
Snap the ball here on second down and going deep and incomplete as Kai Furch was out of bounds at the first Jaguar to touch that, so it'll be third down and 11. You know, I mentioned the turn of 31-14. They're about to get the football back as it is fourth down and 21 for Mesquite Horn, and this one on its way bounces short of the 40. Takes a horn roll, and it's going to go right about the 50-yard line, and so Cedar Hill have half the field to work with as they try to make this one interesting. They've got 11, but still have plenty of time on the play clock. 10 seconds to snap this. And it's Muhammad. Goes to Trenton Jones. Caught it at the 40. He's got the first down. Inside the 40-yard line for Cedar Hill. Muhammad throws quickly. Pass will be caught on the sideline. That is Caden Etheridge. He has not been extremely active this season, but he makes the play there on first down. Got big Jalen Brewster lined up to receive this snap directly. The Texas Tech recruit fights forward. He's got a touchdown. Jalen Brewster runs it in from 2 yards out, and the Horns aren't ready to go away just yet.
Nope, that's good. Good, smart offense right there. Finding the soft coverage, moving the quarterback outside the pocket. Really effective, efficient drive right there.
Cianadelu to add the extra point. It is straight through, and so Cedar Hill with 9 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the fourth. They've got it back to within 10 at 31-21. You're watching a one as Cedar Hill will kick it away as this ball bobbled momentarily and then tripped up is Abu Kamara. It got scary for a second after the bobble, but no harm done. C.J. Jones, the tight end, in motion, and now here comes Kamara the other way, and it'll be kept by Dante Ware, and he's going nowhere on first down. 15 seconds to snap this. They will. Back to throw is Ware. He's going to try and take off. There's a couple of horns right there, and he forces him out of bounds. Now you just got to make sure you don't lose the ball on the punt. As Trenton Jones, he's dangerous. As the ball's fumbled in the backfield and it's loose. Cedar Hill's got it, and they're right back in this, baby.
Absolutely best thing that could happen for the Cedar Hill Longhorns right there. Mesquite Hornets had trouble with slow floating snaps and handling them on punts all night tonight. And it happens again, and Cedar Hill's on it quickly, picked it up, and were able to return it all the way in for the touchdown. Talk about a perfect set of 4 plays after scoring a touchdown to bring this game closer. Now they've got it within 1 score.
I thought it was Zane Good who brought it in. Either way, that first possession of the second half, it is turned here with a couple of quick touchdowns for Cedar Hill. Cianadelu's extra point is good, and just like that, Cedar Hill is within 3, 31-28, and now the clock's not nearly as big of a factor. 8:25 to go in the fourth quarter. Got a good one, and this game is completely turned on its head. Ball kicked deep, and Horn will return it. Taking the football is Malachi Youngblood, and look out down that sideline and finally dragged down around the 35-yard line. And Mesquite Horn is the latest with a key special teams play, and they'll start in Cedar Hill. Now there's another fumble, and the ball is loose, but Ware is able to pick it up, but he's dragged down in the backfield. Corbin Jones. The crowd getting into it. They can smell the playoffs if Cedar Hill can come back and win, and Lancaster doesn't come back against Waxahachie. Screen pass here, not a lot there. Cedar Hill with the coverage, and it's 3rd and long. Ford on 4th down. 4th and 7 from the 17-yard line, and Mesquite Horn's going for it. They will hand it off. They're going to try some trickery, and the Horns blow it up. They just got to finish the play, and they do. Abu Kamara finally brought down, and Cedar Hill's defense gets the football back. So key here. They toss it on the sweep to Trenton Jones, who pushes down a couple of defenders, and there he goes to the 45, and finally brought down in Jaguar territory. It'll be the direct snap, and it is going to be Jalen Price, and Price is going to go to the 25, to the 20, Price to the end zone. It's Jalen Brewster.
Not wasting any time, saying we don't just have to run him for a short yardage gain. We can run him from the 50 just about right there and let him take it all the way to the house.
Jalen Brewster. About a 50-yard touchdown on senior night. Extra point is up, and it is good. It's 34-31, rather 35-31 Cedar Hill.
You just have to love high school football.
And are 5 minutes and 8 seconds away from punching their ticket to the playoffs. Pooch kick for the Horns, and it will be received around the 30-yard line, and it'll be about the 33 where Mesquite Horn will start this key drive with 5:03 left in the fourth quarter. Down, 2nd down and 5. Ware out of the shotgun. Has a pocket, goes over the middle, and completely overthrows his receiver, Kamara. And Ware back to pass, fires, and it is knocked away. coming in to break it up was Travis Green. He was about a half step away from interception.
Third down to make it a more manageable distance they needed.
4th and 5, 4:26 left in the game. Ware in the shotgun. Here comes the rush. Ware gets rid of it, overthrows his receiver, and it's intercepted by Zane Good. And Good's going to try and run this one back. He's got blockers. He's got the 20, and did he hold on to the football? He did. Horns have it deep into Horn territory. Jalen Brewster to take the direct snap. He's already got a touchdown today. He's got it around the edge. He might have another one. It's a touchdown, but there are a handful of flags that come flying in. Horns come back, and Jalen Brewster, best D-line recruit in the country for 2027, has got 2 touchdowns as the running back. The extra point is good, and Cedar Hill gets the win. They outscore Mesquite Horn 28-0 in the 4th quarter, and the Cedar Hill Longhorns are back in the playoffs as they win it. Final score of 42-31, and Cedar Hill moves their record overall to 6-3. They're now 4-2 in district play, and now we look and make sure there's nothing extracurricular after the fact. These teams had a lot